Footballers, these are 7 plyometric box jumps that are going to make you faster.
Triformance Sports Training.
Before we get into the video, do us a huge favor, hit that like button if you like our content, subscribe if you don't want to miss out on any of our content. Now let's get into it. Many of you are probably already performing your standard box jumps, which are a great place to start. Those are going to teach you how to jump, how to land safely, and how to load and explode. With our 7 exercises, we're going to take that standard box jump, introduce the stretch shortening cycle, and make it a true plyometric. Including multiple actions in an exercise, now we're going to add in that reactive component, which is very similar to when we change direction out on the pitch. We're going to have to absorb force and redirect it to get to our destination. These are going to be progressed, advanced variations to that standard box jump. So if you haven't mastered that, start with those first. By making standard box jumps true plyometrics, now we're going to have greater carryover to what we do out on the pitch. It's going to help you accelerate, change direction faster, win more duels, beat your opponent to the ball, helping you win more football matches. Exercise 1, we have our 3 pogo jumps into a vertical box jump. Here you'll perform 3 pogo jumps, being very reactive on the ground, and then you're going to jump up onto the box. With the pogo jumps, really keep a stiff foot complex. You want to bounce off the ground, reducing ground contact time. Here you can also perform it in different ways. You can use your arms to help you jump. You can put your hands on your hips, taking away from that arm movement. And you can also perform a single leg variation. For the sets and the reps, for all the exercises that I'm giving you, stick to around 3 sets of 3 to 5 reps on each leg. Exercise 2, we have our 3 pogo jumps into a 180-degree turn, jumping onto the box. Here we're adding in a rotation aspect, so we're working through multiple planes. Football isn't played in one line. We need to be able to move in all directions. So our exercise selection also has to mimic this. We got to work in our linear, frontal, and transverse planes. You're going to find it difficult when you do that 180-degree turn to find your balance, but manage the chaos and get yourself up onto the box. Exercise 3, we have our skater bounds into a box jump. Now we're working in that frontal plane, so we're working laterally. Depending on your level, you can do a double-legged lateral jump, or you can do that single-leg bound. So you're going to see, we're going to give you a couple variations that you can do, and choose which one works best for you. Exercise 4, we have our kneeling to land to box jump. This is going to be a vertical exercise with a focus on our hip extension. Whenever we're starting in that kneeling position, it's really going to force us to extend at the hip. So what we do here, in that starting position, we're going to explode up onto our feet, and then quickly as possible, get up onto the box. For the beginners, you can stick that first movement, then explode up onto the box. These are going to be very difficult, but if you're finding success, you can also perform a single leg variation. Exercise 5, sticking to the linear plane, but now having a horizontal focus. We're going to do a kneeling to broad jump to box jump exercise. Horizontal exercises are going to have great carryover into our acceleration. Not often are you hitting top speed in a match, but many times we're doing quick change of directions, bursts of speed to get onto the ball to win the duel, to get that toe poke finish. Acceleration is everything in football. If you're finding it difficult to perform the exercise, I didn't give you the variation, but you can just start from a normal broad jump so we can take away the kneeling aspect and then get up onto the box. Exercise 6, our last full kneeling exercise. We're going to have our kneeling into a single leg rotational broad jump onto a box jump. Similar to the last exercise, if you're having a difficult time performing this from that kneeling position, you can just start from a regular bilateral stance into that single leg rotational broad jump. And when you approach the box jump, you can choose whether you do a single leg or a normal jump onto the box with both feet. Adding in that rotation aspect, again, it's going to add a lot of chaos, a lot of coordination. It's going to require you to find your balance before performing the box jump. Exercise 7, the final exercise, we have our half kneeling lateral bound into a box jump. By taking the half kneeling position, this is going to really force us to have a hard push off, focusing on the concentric action. You can lift your foot off the ground and then slam it into the ground before the push off. With all these exercises, you can tailor them specifically to your level. And what I mean by that, you choose whether you do a single leg or a normal jump onto the box if you start in that kneeling position or if you just start in a regular bilateral athletic stance. I could have given you guys a lot more variations on just these 7 exercises, but get creative with your own mind and challenge yourself. These being power exercises, the volume's going to be quite low, so we're not going to perform so many reps, so we can keep that intensity high. Perform them after the warm-up, early in the workout, and then you can follow them up with our strength training. Now we got to wrap up the video, so you guys know what I'm going to ask you, but if you liked it, please smash the like button, subscribe if you don't want to miss out on any of our daily content. Keep working hard, keep getting better. We'll see you in our next video.